Hey, y'all. Just found another card my husband Elliot mailed me. Yep. Y'all see the road of life is best traveled with the one you love. And you see, hi Crystal, happy 20th anniversary and wishing you many, many more. With love, your husband L. 2022. Here's to many more adventures of love, of life and love in the years ahead. Happy anniversary. So that's what he would do. Mail me cards and stuff, but never really celebrate, you know. Never really celebrated. Then with him gone, with him died, you know, died last Friday, January the 2nd. It's like, damn, you know, yeah, like that motherfucker, you know, that motherfucker, you know, I'm cleaning up and I'm finding cards that he mailed me. Like that bitch, you know. Then the whole thing nailed. It's the whole thing nailed. Even in his death, he set shit up. He said, I see exactly what he did, why he did it. You know, if anybody know Elliot, I know him. I married that motherfucker 23 years and been with him 25, but married to him 23. You know, y'all, it's like that bitch, you know. Yeah. Yo, I had went on Chapman Harris funeral home website and emailed them, told them that I'm his widow and that I don't know the funeral arrangements because his family, because of I just told the truth, between our daughter and his family, you know, I don't know the truth of what's going on about his funeral arrangements. You know, 1 minute it's one thing, next minute it's another thing. And every time I pray about it, you know, and think about, I said, that bitch, that evil motherfucker. Man, every time I pray about it, you know, God be say, yeah, he did this, his mother did this, his family did this, you know, this is what's going on, why it was done, why they excluding you, why nobody called you when he was in Johns Hopkins, when he was in the hospital, when he had the heart attack, why nobody contacted you immediately? They knew where you lived at, but they didn't give a fuck. You know, yo, the evil, you know, evil. He be showing me stuff. What happened, what my husband was doing. Man, even in even in his death, even in his death. Mm, 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 mm. Man, mm, mm, mm. He treat Joy like Joy his wife. He treat Joy like Joy the wife, and I'm the daughter. Now it makes sense. Like I'm the child, I'm the daughter, and his family. His mother did the same shit. His mother like treated him like that was her her man. Y'all, that's I call it out. I call it out. It just used me from the beginning. He just used me as a vehicle, as a vessel. From the time I met him at First Apostolic all the way till when he died, he just used my body and used my soul in my life. It is just used me. Say, oh, I'm just going. That's going to be my wife. In other words, that's going to be my vehicle to use. Oh, she got other kids. Ooh, ooby dooby. She got the like the body snatchers. The invasion of the body snatchers. Now I see what the fuck Joy mean by, I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle because that motherfucker put her in the middle of it. Even a couple of years ago, when I was in the hospital, them two knew where he was and didn't tell me. I said, what is going on between them? Laughing and shit. Yo, he up there laughing. Man, even now, even even now, even now, even now, with Charlotta and his family contacting Joy about the arrangement and stuff. That's what you do with the wife. The wife supposed to know what's going on. The wife supposed to decide that. Not the in-laws, not the mother, not the sisters, the wife. Y'all well make me look like make me look like I'm crazy or like I don't have no right to be mad at them or angry at Joy or angry at Charlotte or angry at me. Y'all, the fuck? Mm. Oh, and then my sister, then when Indira straightened them all out, oh, they blocked her. Y'all, what that sound like to y'all? Don't that sound like Elliot playing that shit. Elliot and Neat, Elliot and his mother and my mother playing that shit. That's right. Before Joy was even y'all. They playing this. They didn't expect for that motherfucker to die. They ain't expected him to die and me still be alive. They ain't expect that. Yo. Mm. It's all making, yeah, it hurts. Ooh, the whole thing with Joy being in foster kid and Elliot not giving a fuck about that. Y'all, the whole thing about mom saying, oh, it's okay, Joy in 7-day Adventist. It's okay, Joy got baptized in 7-day Adventist. It's okay. Yeah, y'all, the whole thing with Newt being in the same congregation as my sister. The whole thing with Newt being Joe Witness, Elliot's sister being Joe. Y'all, the whole motherfucking thing. Y'all, I'm pissed. I'm pissed. Now I'm angry as fuck. First, I was relieved that he's gone. Then it turned from, after going to Shalette house, then it turned from that to being pissed the fuck off. Then it turned to me crying and wailing and weeping. And then it was turning to, you know what, bitch. Y'all, and a part, you know what, I don't want no part of it because I see what they doing. I see the whole thing, what they doing. And talked to one of the sisters from the old Baptist church that I was a member of. She said, well, you in the widows club like me. And she said, go and pay your respect. And I told her all the details what happened. She said, oh, and I'm like, now I'm thinking, because after all this stuff, I was like, fuck all of y'all. I'm not going no goddamn. I'm not visiting. I'm not viewing no damn body. I'm not viewing his body. When Charles died, Michelle and them didn't even give me a chance to view his body. He was cremated. I had to find out from the internet that Charles died. I found out from the internet that my son's Malachi father died. You know, y'all, this hit differently. This hit differently than Charles's death because I was legally married to Elliot. But that motherfucker, man, a part of me want to be like Diary of a Mad Black Woman and be there for him, be there and all that, or be there like Whoopi Goldberg in a Kingdom Come movie, y'all. When she said he is mean and surly, but you know she was still at the funeral, y'all. And what made me so angry and so mad about this shit is they all know I'm by myself. They all the motherfuckers know that I'm by myself. I don't have nobody's support. Joy know this shit. She got Elliot's family all around her, circling around her and shit. Like the motherfuckers circle like y'all. Hugging, going to her. I call you Joy, but I ain't calling no fucking Crystal. I ain't calling Crystal. And miss me on it. Oh, I don't want to put that on Crystal. She the widow. Really what they saying is fuck Crystal. Irregardless of being Joe Willis or not. It don't got nothing to do with me being this fellowship. It ain't got nothing to do with that. They envious and jealous. Because ain't no way in the world my mother going to set me up and trap me up to marry that motherfucker. And then Newt come at the divorce hearing because they knew each other. Them two knew each other. They was all in on y'all. even in his death. Yo, that shit right there. Ooh, that shit right there. It hurts. Y'all. That's why that motherfucker did not come to the hospital. When I was at St. Agnes Hospital, he wasn't there. When I was at Johns Hopkins Hospital, when I was at Johns Hopkins Hospital, he was there, but wasn't there. He was there, but not there. Y'all, that's why Joy was just there on the phone and shit. Y'all. Ain't got the nerve to treat me like I ain't got no right to have no feelings toward what's going on, y'all. Or maybe say, what happened? We ain't doing nothing to you. What happened? What you mean? What you mean? Y'all. Man, oh man, oh man. Man, oh man, oh man. Man. Man, oh man. Man. What they say, after the love is gone. And he wrote the words to that out. Used to be, after the love is gone. Used to be, Earth, Wind and Fire song. And I watched the live version of it on YouTube. I said, oh, but I was listening to the words, and y'all, man, oh man. Unreal. Now I'm free of both of them. Now I'm free of all of them. I'm free from my mother. I'm free from Newt Ayers. And I'm free from his family. And I'm free from Joy. Y'all. Now I'm not obligated to none. Y'all, I'm not obligated to none of them. Y'all. No guilt. None of that. I ain't getting no prenuptial. I didn't make him sign no prenup. Say if I marry you, I want an automatic divorce if our daughter goes in the foster care system because I only married him because I didn't want her to go in the system, y'all. And I should have put in the prenup for him to step up, provide for me and Joy. Yeah. And a post-nup. When you dealing with a narcissistic husband like that, and what my mom fucking did, y'all. Just evil. A damn warlock, y'all. A damn war. Now I wonder what you call it? Due date was for Joy was October 31st. Y'all, happy Halloween, y'all. Now I wonder, y'all, and my mother's birthday is October 27th. Y'all. And God kept me through all that. Y'all, God kept me through all that. And they were trying to kill my ass. Elliot, All the time, Elliot taking me to the hospital when I had surgery. You know, because he knew, not the heart surgery, but when I had the endometriosis, and he went with me down to Mercy Hospital, y'all, and they knew they couldn't do the surgery without somebody there, y'all. But the thing with the heart surgery was emergency. It was emergency because John Hopkins wouldn't drain the fluid. I had pericardial, I had fluid around my heart, and they refused to drain the fluid. So I went to St. Agnes, and St. Agnes said, "Oh no, we gotta do emergency surgery, y'all." And then Elliot was in some kind of program, and he claimed that he didn't know that I was in St. Agnes, but Joy fucking knew. Y'all, and the Joy traveling around the goddamn country and shit. Y'all, going to Florida, going to Texas, going to California and shit. Yeah, y'all, and I'm wrong. I'm the one that's wrong. Y'all, the fuck, man? I don't care y'all hear me, cause you know what? That's why God got tired of this shit. He got tired of Elliot's bullshit. Got tired of him, tired of him, tired of him, tired of him and Newt and my mother and everybody involved abusing me. Y'all abandoning me and abusing me and treating me like shit. Yup. He said, you know what? I'm going to take that motherfucker out. I'm taking his ass out. Bet. You ain't got to worry about nothing no more, Crystal. Bet. Elliot coming around here. I want to check and see how you do it. No, motherfucker. You want to come in here. You want to check and see how I'm doing. You want to make sure that y'all plan was want to find out if y'all plan was working or not. Y'all, the fuck? That's what that was about. Him coming. Why? Cause I'm bummy. Why? Cause I'm bummy. Y'all seen that goddamn video, y'all? And then Joy said, "Take it down. That's my dad. You cover him. Take it down." I took it down and I put that motherfucker right back up there after he died, bitch. Yup. The fuck? Man. That shit makes sense now. It makes sense. It all makes sense. They been covering shit up for years. For years. And then I know and I see what they did. Yup. This shit feel just like with CPS and DSS and them public defenders and them crooked judges and shit. Yo, you don't realize what you going through until after you out of it. Yo. My God, yo. I'm making these video diaries and stuff like that through this journey, this grieving process, because I want the public to know and see what happened to me. I want want the whole motherfucking world, the whole goddamn everybody to see this shit. That's what they bank on. They bank on the people that they abuse suffering in silence. And you want them to suffer in silence. Yup. Yup. And you want them to suffer in silence. They don't want them resting in peace. Oh no. They want to kill your ass. You know. We know what we did, but we got away with it, bitch. We got away with that shit. We got away with what we did to Crystal. We got away with it. All that shit with the 7K, all that, y'all, just everything. Y'all, man. It's like they devil 2.0, y'all. They amped that shit worse than Charles film. Worse than it. And Elliot knew that Charles was before him. Y'all. And then when Charles fucking died, my ass didn't heal from that. Because of how Michelle and them covered that shit up. Y'all. It took me some years to heal from that. And now this. Y'all. Like they sucker. It was a sucker punch. It's a relief. I ain't gonna lie. It's a relief that motherfucker gone, but it's a sucker punch. It's like, y'all still don't respect me. Y'all still don't honor me. You still want to fucking control me. Elliot was doing this shit when he met me. He was doing this shit when he met me down there first. He was doing this shit then. Y'all, a fucking predator, man. The fuck, man. I think about everything. I think about, when I think of all the details, everything. Separate homes, I mean everything. Y'all. That bitch. Man. Y'all. Oh my God. And then a part of me, when I did that eulogy thing 3:00 in the morning a couple of days ago, that was the Holy Spirit that had me do that, y'all. Because that's the truth of what happened. It was fresh right after I got the news, y'all. Yo, I'm like this. Go ahead and block me. Block me. It's like, you know what? Cause God was like, I'm tired of this shit too. They still want to play games, still want to manipulate, still want to play games, y'all. To see him in a casket, his ass should be cremated. They should cremate him just like Charles was a dead. Yup, cremated. Evil as fuck. I don't see nothing wrong with having it. Yo, he need to be cremated. He need to be cremated. Yo, ain't some greedy motherfucker. The whole, it's the principle. It's the principle of the whole thing. The principle of it. They excluding me out of the funeral arrangements. They letting Joy do it like that's her his fucking wife. That ain't to be honest. I ain't never heard of nobody funeral arranged like that, where the daughter do a fucking thing, where the in-laws dismiss the widow and they let the child do every fucking thing. They let the adult child do everything that they haven't seen in years. They ain't seen her ass since she was a motherfucking baby. Yo, and yet I'm wrong. Okay. Oh, no kind of empathy, no love, nothing. Whether I'm a widow by title or whatever, or still legally, whatever, you're ruthless. Whether I was his significant other, I could just not even been married to him and just had Joy. Y'all hateful. Oh, hateful. If I was, I'ma say what I would do if I was put in the middle, so-called allegedly put in the middle. I would say, fuck all of you. I'm not getting involved. But no, Elliot know that Joy won't be the center of attention. So, but I'm saying, looking at it from another point of view, I would say, you know what? Dad's family don't know me, and I really never knew my father, and I don't know my mother. I'm staying out of this shit. I'm not in. I'm biologically related to both of my parents, but I'm not getting in the middle of this shit. I'm not. That shows how immature our daughter is. Yo, that's what I would do. I said, fuck all of you. Fuck all y'all. I will. I will see my dad. I will view his motherfucking body, but I'm not going to participate in no obituary. I'm not participate in no funeral. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not getting involved. Y'all not using me as a vehicle. I'm not getting, guess what, bet I'm not getting involved with this shit because I'm young and I just got out of foster kid and I aged out of foster kid and all that. And you know what? Fuck all of you. Fuck all you. I'm not getting in the middle of this shit. I'm not getting involved with this. That remind me of how my mom used to do with my father. Try to put me in the middle of their fights and stuff. And when I was pregnant with my oldest son, Joshua, yep. And my mom said, I'ma taking Dear, I'ma taking Dear to Virginia, and I'm leaving you, Willie. I'm leaving you. And what I said, don't do that. I said, don't do that. I'll move. I moved. And what happened? I moved and I got my first apartment. But what the plan was for, because I got out of I was pregnant with Joshua in the house of Ruth. And my mom begged, talk shit. But my mom said, you can't come back here, you got to come back to Jehovah. You got to come back to Jehovah. You got to do what I tell you. And she wrote this long letter of rules. And I showed it to the House of Ruth shelter. And they said, this your mother? I said, yeah. They couldn't believe it. I was high risk pregnancy. I had a threatened miscarriage from trauma, being homeless, y'all. And so my mom, I had to beg. It was snowing and shit on the ground. I had to beg her. So I come back so-called home. So months go by. I get all the prenatal visits and stuff. I go to the Kingdom Hall regularly. I'm this fellowship, right? I go to Kingdom Hall regularly, and was about to get reinstated. And just when things was going good, that's when my mother act like a bitch. She acted crazy. I'm getting out of here I'm getting out of here. I'm leaving. I'm getting out of here. And then one time she pushed me down the motherfucking steps. She pushed me down the steps and tried to get me to miscarry Joshua, and it didn't work. I said, Dad, Mom pushed me downstairs, and my dad said, he said, I'm coming now. Y'all, that's the same shit, Elliot. That's the same shit with Elliot and Joy and Newt and Elliot's family, but Joy ain't saying, you know what? I'm out of this. I'm getting my own place. I'm going to get my own place, and I'm not getting in between my parents. Because for whatever reason, I'm not getting in between my mom and dad. I'm not getting in between this. I'm staying in a child's place. Y'all, it's the same thing with my damn parents. Y'all, it's the same thing when my parents got divorced. What the fuck my father did? Crystal, I need you to testify in court. What you seen what Joan do. I said, no, I can't do that. I said, no, I can't do that, because neither one of y'all was there when I lost my kids to the foster care system. Y'all wasn't there to help me get your grandkids out the system. So no, y'all, it's the same shit. Ellie was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to use Crystal as a vehicle. I'm going to get her pregnant twice. Not one, but twice. He had me have a miscarriage. Then the second, he kept coming back, circling back around. Y'all. Then the second time I got pregnant with Joy. So he said, bet. He was like, bet. Okay. I got her. But I'm not going to take care of it. I'm not going to help Crystal take care of the baby. Y'all, it was, when I was young, I would try and get jobs at Kennedy Krieger. Then the job, I asked him, could he babysit Joy? He wouldn't do that shit. Because you know why? Because that would mean that I'll be independent. I'm married to him. But I would be the sole provider of the family. Just like my dad, y'all, just like my mother and my father. My mother was the LPN, and my father worked for the city sanitation worker. And my mom did the same. Y'all, Ellie didn't want that. That goes against him and Newt and Joan Sweeney's plan. Y'all, to ruin Crystal. Y'all, everything would make sense. Even with Joy's lies, Joy lying, as a little girl, lying against Joshua, lying on me, y'all, saying anything to get out of here so that she could be with Miss Kid, y'all. The whole thing. Like Elliot say, yo, y'all. Should I go to a funeral to a motherfucker like that, y'all? Should I pay my respects to that, y'all? They ain't honoring me. No. Make that make sense. It don't make sense. You treated me for 23 years like I was dead. All the way up to 2024. Bitch, no. The fuck, no. And make me feel, like that's the word, obligated. Like what made me feel guilty, it made me feel like I'm obligated. I ain't obligated to do shit. Y'all, that's what I would have did. But see, I'm Gen X, but these motherfucking millennials and these Gen Zs and shit, y'all, they want to be the center of attention. Y'all, they selfish as fuck, y'all. You can't discipline them. You can't. That's why they talk over. Elliot did it, used to say, talk over top me, ignore me. My mother did it. Everybody, my mother did it. Y'all didn't acknowledge me for 23 years. So why the fuck why now? They worse than Charles's fan. Way worse. Jealous and hateful. Y'all cold-hearted. Don't got no damn heart. Careless, heartless. Hey, mom. Y'all saw that video. He said, hey, mama. Y'all. The whole thing. And be honest with you, even with Charles' death, I didn't get no obituary. Didn't nobody mail me one or nothing. They ain't put one under my door. They ain't slip an obituary under my door. Oh no. Michelle didn't do it. They ain't put no. Oh no. But I know with Elliot's fucking funeral, I'm not gonna reach out. You reach out into somebody's. That's what they want. You want to keep reaching out, reaching out to them. I'm in here asking myself the years, 23 years. I'm asking myself, blaming myself for marrying him. Blaming myself for getting pregnant by him with Joy. And that's what they want. That's exactly what they want. And that's why Joy is resentful. That's why. Because it's like, You had me. She don't say it out her mouth, but even though with the gifts and all that, all the fake all the fake gifts and stuff, y'all, y'all, no way. Some things you don't do. It's fast forward. Fast forward. As a widow, there's it's not about setting boundaries. It's principles. It's principles. It's the principle of it. You know that they stole your identity. They stole your self-worth. They kick you when you down. They betrayed you. You done forgave them, and they put the nail on the coffin, like vampires, like Dracula, y'all. Blood sapper, y'all, y'all, y'all. It's the principle. It's the principle of it. They can't believe how strong you are. They can't believe how resilient you are. They can't believe that your comeback game is strong. They worse than Delilah, y'all. They done cut your head off like Samson, y'all. What? What the fuck? Crystal is still here, y'all. I can't believe it. What? That take a lot of. That means you had a lot of energy, a lot of power in you for a whole group, a whole clan of people from two families came against you, the Sweeneys and the Dixons. Y'all, both of them. Y'all, my sister was right. You know, I need to drop that Sweeney. I need to drop Sweeney and I'm a Dixon. Because I was going to say Sweeney Dixon. But y'all, bitch. Y'all, the fuck. He could have gave me AIDS. Like my Aunt Diane, y'all. Like my father's sister. With David. Y'all could have gave me AIDS. I was in my aunt's wedding when I was a kid, and my uncle had HIV and died of full-blown AIDS, y'all. And I used to think I used to think, you know, I'll never get married. I'm a virgin and stuff like. I'll never be married, y'all, because of that. But I married a narcissist and a bisexual. A man bisexual, a man that was down for whatever. Bipolar. He bipolar too, y'all. A man that would do anything. He will do anything. Anything for $1. Jumping around from different churches and shit. Do anything. Anything that Newt told him to do, he did it. Anything. And miss me on it. Oh, my daddy died. His papa was you know what? No. It's because of your ass. That's why you ain't want me to meet your family. You ain't want me to talk to your family. And that's why they ain't talk to me, because they knew. They knew he was on the down nasty nigga. Smoking cigarette, doing drugs. Y'all, they knew. They knew Elliot wasn't shit. I mean, and he was like, he just hanging. He was hoping that I would, with my published books and stuff, was hoping that he would get a piece of the damn pie. Like the Jeffersons, moving on up, y'all. That's the damn truth right there, y'all. Oh my God, daggone God, y'all. Oh my God. See, that kind of stuff, you don't want to. That's like going to them supervised visits, and you fighting to get custody of your kids and shit. You going through supervised visits, and they call you unfit mother, unfit parent, unfit wife. They know that you legally married and shit, and they call you unfit, and you going through all this shit. You fighting, but then it's like the motherfucker dead. And you got all these people talking about you, coming against your character and shit, all kinds of smear campaigns. Y'all, y'all, it's the same, it's the same exact thing. It's the same exact thing. The same thing, and they'll treat you like you crazy. Just like DSS did, called me crazy, had me go through psychiatric evaluations and all that to get joy. Y'all, y'all, go to no Chapman, ain't go to no fucking Chapman Harris for no film, for no shit like that. That's like silly, y'all. That's like silly in The Color Purple, y'all. I mean, the book version, not the movie. In the book, Mr. and Silly were friends, but you notice in Fantasia part, when Mr. was trying to talk to her, trying to say, "Oh, you look good," and then she said, "No, let's just be friends." You know what? That's like if Mr. died, would Silly go to the funeral? That make you want to. That make you think if it was a part 2 to The Color Purple, after her children from Africa reunited with Natty and all that shit. I always used to think, what would happen if it was a part 2 to that? Now they did like a part 2 to a Raisin in the Sun, and this whole thing with the insurance thing with Allie and stuff, it reminds me of a Raisin in the Sun with Sidney Poitier with the insurance money. Grandma, you rich, $10,000. Y'all, that's what this shit remind me of. But it's worse. It's worse. Your own child. That's why I said, she ain't my fucking daughter. She, just not even on paper no more, because my rights was terminated. Not even on paper. Not even legally. Now, legally, me and Joy was divorced, but I was still legally married to Elliot. Ain't that a bitch? So go ahead and kill that motherfucker. So you know what? Since that bitch don't want to divorce you, I'm gonna kill his ass. Now what? Now what? Your rights were terminated, a Joy. And look at all what you had to go through. Y'all. Now what, bitch? Now what? The fuck? Now what, Jones, Sweeney? Now what, now what? You got people being so jealous of you. They jealous that you free. They know what they put on you, what kind of roots and spells and shit that they casted out on you. And they mad that shit didn't work. Now what? Now, that's profound as a motherfucker, ain't it? That's deep. That's the truth. That's what happened. We said, okay, this motherfucker going lie to the divorce judge right in front of his mother. His second woman. That's why that judge said, sit down. Told him to sit her ass down. Yeah. So now, his father died. His father did. Kristen, my dad died. Kristen, my dad. I said, and? I said, and what you want me to do about this? I never met him. And then from what you told me, you ain't had no good relationship with your father. Your father was a Rolling Stone, right? He said, yeah. I said, so why are you coming to me with this shit? What you coming to me about this shit for? Yo. And even in death, he's an asshole. Even in death, he manipulated, doing a con. Even in death, even after he died, he doing a con. Like his mom and his family, y'all. Like his mom and his family, y'all. Let me get off of here. I don't know what day, what the next. This shit feel like you can play that game movie that me and Ellie went to see. Y'all. Where it was with Vivica Fox, y'all. And motherfucker, so he could play checkers with me, but God played chess. Y'all. He said, no, you ain't, motherfucker. He said, you faggy bitch. No, you've been manipulating. Y'all been doing shit to Crystal, playing checkers with her ass. Checkmate, boom. And God said, checkmate, boom. I will strike your ass down. Then what the fuck you gonna do to her now? Y'all, you won't give her no damn divorce. Then what the fuck you gonna do? That shit, it ain't funny, but it is funny, but it's not funny. But God don't play about me, I'm telling you. He said, yeah, bitch, you cat sucking motherfucker. And the guy for dead president, he said he pulled the wrong leg. He told the real estate, he said, everybody know me. No, that I got that wrong. That one leg, and that motherfucker gonna grab the wrong leg. He said, you cat sucking motherfucker. Woo! Oh my God, y'all. Let me get off of here. Be blessed.